everyone, and welcome to the community building roadmap walkthrough. We do have a new user interface, and we're excited that we'll be opening 2026 data collection today, and then also walking through a little bit on how to get the reports from last year. Um, so just to start with, I want to take you quickly through some navigation tips so you can see how to get around in the new user interface. When you do first log in, you'll be greeted with this welcome pop-up, and a lot of information that you would need or might need for filling out the assessment will be right here on this welcome page. For example, it'll tell you which year's data to enter. Here's a quick link to the user guide. Here's a quick link to the data integrity statement. Here's who to contact if you still have questions. So there's a couple of good, interesting information on here on the welcome. And so that was important. To close the welcome, you just click the little X. And that'll lead you here to the main page. On this page, it's similar to the way it was. You can click different years. We would ask if you want information from previous years, just contact, I believe it's Mira, but like, the support people here at ACEC, Contact Institute, I think at ACEC, and they will then pull the previous information for you, and we'll get that help. But for now, we're going to be looking at 2025 and then like into 2026 coming up. On the new interface, we have one wonderful little feature I love. It's the theme, and we have a dark theme, which is what you're seeing now, or we have a light theme, and that's a little lighter look. For me, it depends on what works for you. Each individual person may choose the theme they like the best. And for navigating, it's a little similar to what it was. We have the tabs up the top, and we also have navigation down the side. As you can see, my assessment is my assessment. Comparison charts here. See how that lights up that tab? So you can choose the navigation way that works the best for you. We also have on this left-hand side, if you would like to have a fuller screen, you can unpin this, and here's what'll happen. See how it kind of just moves to the way to the left, and you've got a much fuller screen to enter or look at data. I personally don't like it going back and forth like that. It kind of makes me nuts, so I pin it. I find the screen big enough for me. And if you were wanting to gather your data first and before you start a data entering, we do have, again, the download questions. And if you click on it, it comes up like that. You can include your responses if you've already entered them, or if you want a blank one, just unclick it and download the questions. Some people find that helpful to do at the beginning, and some, as they finish, they might say, I want to have a record of what I said, so they would check that, download it, and then you've got like an electronic record of what you said, your own self. So that's a good little tip. I think on the left-hand side here, in addition, oh, go ahead. Hello?
I think you can continue, Cindy. I'm not sure where that noise is coming from.
Oh, okay. I won't worry about it then. Here on the left-hand navigation, we also do have a few other spots that are useful. For the support page is super useful. Now, if you remember, it used to kind of be over here at the top. Now we've got it on the side. And if you click on it, you'll see a little info about entering your data. Copy prior year is still there like it had been, but we're just starting this year, so there may not be any. Here again is the instructions what to do if you would like your previous data. Here's the link to the user guide, to the data collection worksheet, which we were just talking about. A little bit about how to add filters. That's in the user guide again. So all kinds of support stuff is over here on the support page. And if you still have a question, we do have the link also, or the email, I guess, to contact institute at acec.org, and they'll get you your answer, whatever that may be. I think we're also going to put a recording of this little webinar on here as a little tutorial. Here also my account, and this for you, you can see, your name, what we have for you in the system, what address we have for you, if any. We may not. Users would be if you can tell who is in your group and who is not, like who is in your company. You can change your own password. So there's many useful things to do in your My Account area. And then lastly, if you want to log out, you just would click right there, log out. Um, so just kind of briefly, that's how you get around in the new user interface. It's pretty intuitive. Um, but let's touch base now on a few things that are going to be relevant to both the comparison, the data we've got for 2025, and then like what you're going to be doing in 2026. So the first thing you'll notice is I have it set for 2025. So we're looking at the data I already put in, right? You can see how far you've gotten in two places. One is in this assessment. You can see I've got all this done except workforce details is missing something. Also, you can see down here in this progress report graph for 2025, I'm pretty much, but for 2026, I've gotten some in, but I don't have it all done. So you can look for your own information there. Again, this is a good clue for you. Like where might I need to put in something? What might need to be done? Um, and a little tip, we did add a question in the workforce details. So what happens, I'm going to show you. I've selected the entire firm for me. Here's the new question right here, two or more races. And when we do that, I have to enter the zeros. I will be entering them for everyone. But if you get there today and I haven't entered them for you yet, that's what the problem is. So just hit save and continue, and you're going to be 100%. And I'll go back and show you. See, 100%, 100%. And now I'm eligible to look at my reports. Um, so when we look at reports, I'm going to close that real quick. We have two kinds of reports that you can kind of look at. One is well, we have three actually for you. We have assessment results. This is going to say, as you put in your info here, here's how it came out. And we're going to look at results here. And it just gives you the numbers. Now, this does not do a ton of as far as explaining to you what it is, but that's a little, and it's just kind of instantaneous. Boom, here's where you are. And you can see I scored 42% grad. That's not great, but it's okay, and I've started, right? I would be aspiring, and so I need to take some good first steps. So that's one place we could look at some results. But here's a better place, the comparison charts. This is the fun part for me. Under the assessment, I could look at the workplace. I'm going to start there. And here I can see the president demonstrates their commitment. I can see who answered in what percentage as like a little donut chart. And my answer is always that kind of lavender color. So I fall into this lavender here. Again, the next little question. My senior most leaders have demonstrate their commitment. Well, my firm again falls in this lavender, but look, there's a large group here. Always. Well, wow, that's fantastic to see. You can visually see people are doing this and they're putting the plans in action. Excellent. Does your firm have a stated inclusion and belonging strategy? 53%. Yes. Mine is in progress. 28%, no. So you see that all the questions where we used to have sort of a sliding chart, we now have these donut graphs. And the reason I find these really exciting is that we do have bars. You can switch here and it'll switch you to this kind of bar graph. But the reason I find these, or you could also do this part and it pops it open. It's all that's all you're seeing now is just the one. But again, the reason I find this very exciting is that I'm preparing a board um, presentation and I want them to understand why my work is so important. I can break this up and show them, here's the chart. This is why, right? It's important. And I can find the one that looks to me like this is valuable to me. I'm going to download it as a PNG. And that PNG means like an image that you can just put right into a PowerPoint. It's just an image. So I'll do it. And see, there's the file. It's just an image. But I could slide that right into a board report and it's super to me. So to me, this is like immediate uh, as people are entering their data, these will change. It's literally dynamic. But what we've noted is that as we get started with 2026, people will not have entered enough data. We will hold off showing the charts maybe for the first like a little while. And then as okay, we've got data now, then we'll let those be visible and you can start to see immediately as you're working the things that, how people are answering, literally question by question. So if one of these is like, this is so important to me, you can look there and see some information right away. Literally dynamic. Okay, and then our third way of doing reports is the downloadable reports. And this is the one that I love. We don't have a lot of downloadable reports. These are pre-made, pre they're put together already for you, but in three different in different formats. Uh, Now, this first one is the wonderful Word document, which literally is going to be your assessment report. And this one is the one that Joe worked on that is so incredible that is going to tell you exactly where you are, but also like what it means and where it's going to go. Now, in this instance, I don't think you're going to see this. If you click, it just downloads and you'll see literally your personalized report, which is brilliant. This next one is a PowerPoint. And what it did is sort of like where the comparison charts are question by question. We put all the graphs onto a PowerPoint for you. And that way, again, if you just download the PowerPoint report we have here, you could again just slide one of the slides onto a presentation you want to do. So again, just all of the graphs for one, for easy downloading for you. And then this last one is all the data summarized in a spreadsheet format. Now, in this instance, of course, we do not, we aggregate our data. And what that means is that people, we have to have at least five, usually 10 data points before we will show you what the data says. And we want it to be anonymous enough that people cannot guess who has responded with what answer, right? And so then it's giving you more of here's what the industry says, right? And it'll start with the 10th percentile, the 25th percentile, the median or the 50th percentile, the 75th percentile, and the 90th. And what that means is that the 10% or fewer of people, the 10% of people fall in this area. 25% of people fall in this area. So it's telling you essentially what the industry has said. And this is going to look like a spreadsheet. Um, so whatever, and if you get this, it literally comes as a XLSX spreadsheet. From there, some people like me, I'm a spreadsheet nerd. I would give me the spreadsheet. I can manipulate it the way I need it, right? And then from there, I can analyze it or present it to the board or whatever I need to do, right? Um, and so depending on you and your needs and what you want, you may want this document. I would say anybody who takes this assessment needs to print the document. If you're preparing for the board or your middle management and you're preparing for your, C-suite person, you may want this PowerPoint. It's just a handy way of getting these charts. It's all in one place. And then this one likewise is this for the spreadsheet people, probably more your uh, demographics kind of stuff. Um, so we do have a new feature coming soon. And by soon, I mean, I think we're putting it out tonight and it will be arriving tomorrow. That's going to be called My Dashboard. And that will be on this nope, I'm sorry, on the comparison charts. It'll be like a little thing that says My Dashboard. And what you can do is you're going to be in the workforce and you're going to say, this is relevant to me, this one is not, right? Maybe as you might imagine, people in the business office have different needs of knowledge and things than people who are in marketing, right? So you can, there'll be a little star and you can say, this is my favorite. I'm favoriting this. And whatever you favorite and put on the star, but then that will be in your dashboard. So a marketing person can come in and see their charts that they want to see and if they've updated every day. Likewise, a business person could come in and see their charts and whether they've updated every day. So that's literally coming tomorrow. And just wanted to kind of let everyone know that we do have a quick start guide for that. We do have a little tutorial for that a new feature, My Dashboard. And I think that's just something to look forward to. And I think the final thing might be like, oh, filters. Let's look at filters a little. Unfortunately, over here, we've got these little icons, but the icons, you wouldn't know necessarily intuitively what they are, but it's a filter. So a filter, it looks like this. You could say, I only want to see people in my region. So maybe you're in the Northeast, and it'll apply the filter, and I'm done. Okay, there are 11 accounts that meet that filter, so I'm going to get some results. Not everybody might answer, but they're just letting us know that we have met the criteria to get some results. And you can see this is the answer then, the donut chart only for the Northeast. So now that's all. But watch what happens. I'm going to add another filter. So you can see there's one filter there. Let's add another one. I'm going to say, uh, oh, let's look at gross revenue under 25 million. Now it's going to tell me the filters are not active because not enough accounts match the selection. So what has happened here is I filtered it down too tightly. There are not, between that 5 and 10 where we aggregate, there's not that many people who are from the Northeast who also have less than 25 million, and consequently, we can't show results without you, like, lovely, but you're going to be able to guess who's who. So we don't do that. And this then is unfiltered. So if you find that you've done this and you're like, oops, I filtered a little too far, you can just plain old clear filters. You can go in and, oh, I'm going to just uncheck this, and then it will go back uh, to where it was. Again, clear filters is just going to be like this. Now the filters are all gone. But we find that the filters, a lot of times, again, people need to know my area. The trick is filtering a little too far. So um, if that happens, that might show you what happens if you've done too far. So I I think that's pretty much everything. Uh, Mira, do we have any questions? Hello?
Oh, sorry, Cindy. Thank you.
Oh,
Sorry, it took
no
me a
worries.
second to unmute myself. No, it doesn't look like we currently have any questions, but thank you for checking.
Okay. Do you yourself, Mira, have any questions?
I don't. I'm. You know what? By now, I'm very well versed in, in our community building roadmap tool. But yeah, thank you so much, Cindy, for providing that overview and that demonstration of the tool.
Okay. I'm going to
Yes,
stop sharing and then I'll turn the mic back over to you.
Okay, thank you.
great. Thank you, Cindy, so much. I do want to encourage if anyone has questions, please feel free to put them in the chat, and we'll take them while we still have Cindy here. As Mira said, she is also available to help, excuse me, answer questions that you might have in the future. So please feel free to reach out to her as well. Cindy, thank you so much for sharing that overview. We are recording this, so it's something you can come back to. And we do have the 2025 study results available, so you can get those on our website. There was a session, a webinar session that we did earlier this month, and that was recorded, so you can go back and watch that as well and hear from some of the participants about the results. That session was led by our researcher, Joe Bates. We do want to give a shout out, thank you to the ZWAG group. And oh, we just lost our slides. Um, they are making this research possible. They're making this tool possible through their sponsorship. So thank you to the ZWAG group for that. And also wanted to share with you, I hope, a QR code. There is a question that just came in. When is the upcoming deadline? The deadline's not going to be till the end of summer, so you have some time. But obviously, the sooner people put data in, the sooner you'll be able to see the results and do some of that querying and filtering that Cindy was just showing you. So I would encourage you to go in and do that as soon as possible. This is the QR code to get to the tool. You can also get to it from our website through our research and tools tab. But if you want to scan this, you can get to it. There is one person per firm assigned as the lead for the community building roadmap. And you're going to be receiving some communications from us directly from the tool with links to get in. But if you are not sure who that person is, or if it's the wrong person, you want to change it, maybe you've had a change in staffing, or you have someone new who is leading your efforts around this, then just reach out to that institute at acec.org. Mira will be happy to either make changes for you, provide you with who the primary user is, and make any adjustments that is necessary. So please feel free to reach out to us. I'm just checking one more time to see if we have any more questions. I don't see any. So I guess with that, we will go ahead and sign off. Encourage you to go in, have a look at the results from last year that are on our website, and get started entering your data so that we'll have a lot of great data for you to use and for the industry to use moving forward. Thank you again, Cindy, for sharing all that information with us. Thank you again to the ZWAG group for making this tool and resource possible to all of our members. Have a wonderful afternoon. Take care.